Welcome to yet another. Okay, hold on. I need to deal with this audio. Because it's too loud for me. There we go. That should be better for you. Yeah, I can't hear myself think. Oh well. But hey, welcome back. It's not a relaxing Starbound stream. It's more Dwarf Fortress. Last time, well, we watched as we waited for our brave warriors to come back. It's been now over a year. Well, close to a year. So, the main goal is just to keep on trucking with the fortress until our warriors return, or until we know what fate hath befallen them. So let me get some few things set up. There we go. Okay, cool. Play Dwarf Fortress. That way I can do my tricks and hacks and all sorts of other goodies. Okay, so it is 2:55, and our warriors left in 2:54. So, oh, and as a heads up, the music that you're listening to in the background is Creative Commons uh, OC remix from Rainwave. As far as I know, from their license agreement, from their Wikipedia page, as long as I have the on-screen display thing, I if I get a copyright strike again this time, it's a false copyright strike. So, now that that's done, let's get into this. Let's see what fate hath befallen my warriors. Okay, so I haven't been in here. Let's take a look at the announcements. No creature to milk, fine. What are the reports? Nothing interesting. Squads. They're still gone. It's only 3 freaking days away. Where the hell are they? This is slightly disturbing and upsetting at the same time. And I can't create any squads to go after them, because if they get lost, then I'm screwed and I'm defenseless. So quite literally, the Razors of have the person that needs to be at the fortress for me to create another military squad. Without them at my fortress, I cannot make another military squad. I am pretty much stuck. And if I send out the Ochre Arms, and they never return, and I never hear back about them at all, I will be screwed. Is this really the remix? Huh. Yeah, it says... Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, let's get back to this. So we did have the elves come and visit. Last time we had 2 visitors. It was the year. It has thus far been the year of trading. Lots of trading has been done. Lots of things have been procured. Maybe I should go and... Oh yeah, that's right. I'm also went and built a new storage facility and a new expanded the second bar because everyone needs bars. There we go. Yep, this is it. So there's green glass window here, and there's 2 doors because I didn't realize that I'd be digging into a cavern here. Oops. Which reminds me, DX. Why don't I just remove some of these designations? Because they're not necessary anymore. There we go. Hey, Chi. I have struck Tanzanite. Dear God, I've already made it to Linux GNU's area? Wow. So now it's mostly a waiting game. And if you see here, this is a storage area. So I have in here barrels of mostly strawberry wine. Yeah, these dwarves are going to be well and utter saucily drunk. Let's see what exciting things happen. Yeah, it's going to be a boring stream. But going back here, I have here on both sides of both doors, I have traps. Just in case some ancient creature appears. So I have nothing that go. Oh, so it is indeed water. Magma forge, magma class container, and magma kiln. I really don't see any point in digging further down than this, since mainly my goal was to at least get to the first lava level and then be able to build the magma stuff so that I wouldn't have to worry about that. I wouldn't have to worry about having a consistent wood supply. I wouldn't have to worry about having some of the various bits and pieces that I also need to make like glass and whatnot, ash, and things like that. Let's see, what has... So, things have already been made. So I don't have a captain of the guard, nor do I really want to. My militia captain commander is still traveling. Without this, I won't be able to get another militia captain. Or at least I don't think so. Mill. Oh, there's nothing left of the razors of notching. Oh, oh, they're dead. Oh, okay. They, like, all just disappeared. Alright. So, that explains things. I'm not gonna have anyone return when they're all dead. Oh, shit. Fishery worker. Let's add a Mark's Dwarf. Farmer, ranger. The chat is backwards? What do you mean the chat is backwards? How'd the chat get backwards? How's it inverted? That's okay, what the hell? Thanks, Atomic. I do appreciate that. What the hell? see if that shows up. Cut some of the top off, because that's absolutely pointless. Oh, who the hell is annoying me right now? I bet you anything. Oh. Okay. Cool. Wait, how did it go inverted again? No, this can't be true. Really? Well, I'd be damned. What the hell are you doing, OBS? It's showing up fine here. Let me try just repopping it out. Means I lost everything. Let's... Where did it go? Ah, that's not right. Huh, it's not even showing up. Ah, there it is. What the hell? Why is it flipped? I haven't changed anything, and I don't have flip enabled. What the hell are you doing, Discord? Or... Eh? Shows up fine there. Why is it going inverted here? Doing it live, people. Okay, there we go. What the? It's not inverted in my local OBS preview. Now in OBS, it's flipped incorrect. But interesting. This is interesting. This explains why no one has returned. Plus, let's get the ranger out of there. And get the Marks Dwarf. So it will be farmers and fishery workers who will be the bulk of the bronze splashes. So farmer, peasant, fishery worker, farmer. Cool. Bronze splashes are completely full. It's 42. That's the answer. So the raisers of notchings, those are going to be Marks dwarves. Okay, raisers of notchings cannot come back. Okay, that's interesting. So my entire squad got wiped. And I didn't know it. Huh. How'd that happen? I mean, this whole entire time I was waiting for a squad that doesn't exist. You carry any drink? Oh, squad. Nope. Mill. Are they all equipped? Just about. Metal headwear seems to be the big issue. So, what do I have in inventory? Well, it explains why I've been waiting about a year for people who won't return. Oops. It's been a while. Z statuses. Okay, cool. Stocks. What do I have in the way of metals? That was a different save atomic. So this one I'm more than willing to go and name people. I believe Sorceress is now in here. I'm not sure if Che is named, but that was a different computer in a different save. So what is my armor? So I have iron breastplates, coats. Do I have any metal? So I've got no metal helms. So manager or job M Q helm. Let's make some adamite helms. Let's make 30 of them. Give the order. Go, my minions! So yeah, that particular save is just a different one. If you watch this when it gets posted up onto YouTube in about 3 weeks or so, you will see that this particular machine has 2 saves. I have another machine that I did all the screenshots, and that one's got 6. This one happens to be my most intricate, and I really like this world because let's take a look at the world map. Yep. View announcements, civilizations, that's it. So, this is the world map for this, and it's actually a small map because the smaller the map, the more FERPs you have, because this game is heavily single-threaded. It is not a multi-threaded machine, or multi-threaded game. So, throwing this game at a 2.6 gigahertz 64 thread Threadripper, or whatever it is, throwing this game at a Threadripper versus a 5.5 gigahertz overclocked i5 4-core, the i5 will outperform because it's better at single-threaded performance. So, let's see if you can see my cursor here. My civilization is right here. I think the closest occupied civilization that's abandoned, that's a tomb. That might actually be the closest civilization to mine. And these purple things here, like here is the closest villainous thing, and here's the tower that I sent my squad to raise. Huh. So, we'll go about actually doing that this stream. It looks like there is a great war going on between the Elven Forest of Retreat, the Winds of Rasping, of the civilization of the Boar of Trances, versus the civilization, the Ruthlessness of Tales War. The Random Sin. So yeah, my main goal is this fortress here, this Dark Goblin Fortress, must fall. I am allied with the elves. Huh, that's being attacked. Interesting. I think there's a few broken bugs in the game. So let's get back into the squad. Okay, so C. Just one. Raid this site. So we'll send the bronze splashes and pray for their safe return. May they bring news of my military commander, because this is only 3 days worth of travel. And the radio station that I am listening to is Rainwaves Remix. You can get their app now, I think off of the Google Play Store or off of F-Droid, or both. Or you can listen to it live at either Rainwave's website, rainwave.something, or via VLC, because it's an IceCast station. Thrasher, what? No! Someone's been found dead! Z! Oh no! Actually, no. I think I know a better way of doing this. Where is a stone? I think I can do it here. Add engrave a memorial. So entombed. Oh, let's remove. C, okay, add. So basically one thing that you want to do in Dwarf Fortress is you want to make sure all of your dwarves that have died either of natural death or unnatural death or via battle or war are memorialized. Either entombed or they have a statue made of them. In the case of the game where Atomic Ass was actually in the game and he died, he ended up having, I ended up having our king commission a bunch of gold and limestone statues made in atomic acid's likeness, while Jill had gold statues adorned with cabochons of emerald, topaz, and rubies. So, if it doesn't say memorialized, it means they can come back as a ghost. And that ghost can then wreak havoc. Z animals. Oh, cool. It's tame. You were talking about, what sorceress? I have a fucking dragon. I have captured a dragon, and I've fucking trained it. Hells yeah! I can has dragons! All I need is another, I think that's a male. I need a female, and then I can breed them. I'll build an entire room specifically for breeding dragons and training dragons. Off to war ye go! Okay, so I feel a bit better now that I've got the squads going out. The downside with breeding dragons is that in this particular game, the dragons that are born, that hatch, are wild, and thus, and they're born as adults. So if you've got like a couple hundred eggs and they all hatch, if you don't capture them and then train them, they will be wild and wreak havoc on your fortress. So training dragons is incredibly difficult. Like stupidly incredibly difficult. Needs to what? 2 adamite wafers. Oh, I ran out. That was the wrong terminal. Ah, there we go. Okay. Is there anything to report? No. Oh. Why is... What the hell? Why is a fishery worker fighting with the cook? Huh. Well, this is a hospital, but okay. That must have been one hell of a fight. So report announcements. Squad. Hopefully they'll come back. I mean, it was a full squad that I sent out. Mostly equipped. They didn't have helmets. Not enough beer? Are you kidding? Fuck beer. Look at all this strawberry wine. I mean, seriously, everything you see here that is a white division symbol is well, I take that back. It's not all uh, strawberry wine, but it's mostly strawberry wine. These dwarves are absolutely hammered. Maybe this is why they're fighting. Uh, Wait, why am I doing this? Why don't I just see what metal wafers I do have in stock? Because I've got way too much metal here. Yeah, I may not have adamite, but I may have, that's refined coal. I have silver bars. I have copper bars. Okay. Microcline. Nickel. Not bad. So I've got gold. So if I have silver and copper, would I be able to make bronze? Metal. Metal is... Okay, smelter. Go back to metal. Alloys. There are 11 pure metals in Dwarf Fortress, plus a 12th special metal. These can be mixed together to create alloys of one type or another, of which there are 14. In some cases, making alloys will increase the overall value, and the resulting alloy will be more powerful when used to forge weapons or armor. List of pure metals. Alloys. Okay, so billion can be made from silver and copper. Oh, I could make black bronze. Huh. Sterling silver. Let's go with... No, sterling silver doesn't have a value difference. Yeah, I'll do it anyways. Job, manager, queue. Let's see if I can get that to be done. Hmm. What an interesting little track. Added. Oops. Wrong terminal. Ah, okay. Oh, there's a petition. Ooh, a petition. Uzold Hate Nobles wishes to join the basis of mirrors of extraction as a citizen of Craftswald. Approve or deny? Approved. Welcome, citizen. Eventually I'll clean things up and give you a bedroom. No, petitions! Yay! What are all these white stones? Tetrahite. Oh, platinum nuggets. Oof. Job M. Q. Helm. Can I make a platinum helmet? No. Hi. Well, that's gonna help that particular quest. You saw nothing. What are you talking about? I see nothing. Boop. Although, let's go to F2 and take a look at the storerooms here. Weapons. So those are all arrows. Ruther, oh wow, that's a lot of leather. Why do I have so much leather boots? Okay, so let's go to here and take a look. so there's the door there. Let's D, S. Let's smooth some things out. That way I can tell where things are. And that should be at least somewhat good. Oh, mission report. They went. Let's read this out. In the late autumn of 255, the healing paint slipped into Olmacid, undetected by the random sin of ruthlessness. The forces of Basis searched, and they have stolen a book. Cool. And they have returned. So that is how it's actually really supposed to be. But I think my military commander is kind of gone. So let's raid details. And they'll release any other prisoners. Oh well. I am definitely worried about the missing commander now that I know that I kind of screwed up. Oops. Yes, this is the mic on the Corsair headset. The USB dongle is attached to the Dehumotron recommended by Vince Stone, and that is then hooked up to my server via a direct connection to this motherboard. And I have the headset being charged by the front USB. So yes, thank you, Corsair, for helping me get a replacement receiver for this headset. I doubt they'll watch, but thank you anyways. I have a lot of platinum. What can I build with platinum? Platinum is a rare and extremely valuable metal only to adamite and tied with aluminium. Platinum is magma safe and is significant for being the heaviest metal, making it the best material and for artifact impact weapons. Job MQ plat cut platinum, encrust furniture, smelt native platinum ore. So I can't make fun things. Booger. I mean, I've got way too much furniture as it is in this freaking place. Oh. Oh, unit list. Let's take a look at that. Is there anything I need to be really fearful of? Not really. I have 2 guests. 1 axe dwarf and 1 hammer dwarf. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So no forbidden beast or anything like that. Possum was fighting. Neat. I'll let this go on. I am going to go get something to drink. I will be back shortly. They're probably in the bar, but I'm back. Actually, why don't I check? Unit, others, socialize. Ha! Called it. You, or escape. U, Z. Yep. Follow. And into the bar. Nope, nope. There he is. Huh. Yep. They walked into a bar. There are definitely some good OC remixes. Petitions. Petitions. Esther Toad Malice wishes to join the basis of mirrors of extrication.
Extricate.
Okay. Yeah. The basis of mirrors of extraction. Okay. Huh. Approve. Since our squads are probably going to get absolutely tromped at some point. Okay, what is being built in the job? So, okay, so they're making totems. I have 900 totems being made out of stone. And I've got 600 being made out of tooth and ivory, although there isn't enough dead animals to warrant that. I told you, I'm only 60 miles north of the Frenchman. You literally from what I gather, you drove through my town to get down into Santa Monica. I am absolutely offended, Atomic, that you did not stop by. Ah. Actually, did you take the I-5 in, or did you take the 101? I mean, I kind of posted pictures of the or the URLs for that festival that is going to be here in town. The one thing I do want to capture is I want to capture a spider or some web creating creature. Mostly so that I'd have an infinite spider silk supply. Well, in that case, if you came down from San Fran down the 101, you went through here. Do I have OST enabled? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, a season has changed. Save point, checkpoint. Hmm. Oh, that's right. It paused. Let's go. Reports, announcements, anything. Winter is upon ye. So let's take a look at the food stores. So I've got 61,000 units of drink, 56,000 units of various food, 7,200 of plant material, 1,270 of meat. So I don't think my dwarves are going to starve. I think the fact they have more booze than food is pretty darn funny. Justice. Wait, someone's mediating on trade. Really? Neat. No ancient or forgotten beast have appeared yet. But take a look at the bar area there. You've got a bunch of dwarves, and I think they're getting ready to sing and dance. If I were to do this particular location again, I'd probably start off and I'd dig deeper till I hit stone and then build the living facilities and everything else in the stone and just have a path going up to the upper world. And then build a cavernous area where there's dirt, have pits, and have farming and tree growth there. But that may be another time, another place, another save. Thank you to those who are watching. I do appreciate it. I don't know how the temperature is up there in Oregon, but Jay, it is actually muggy down here. Muggy and warm. It's been up in the 80s, but because the humidity has been high because of the marine layer, it's been actually really humid and muggy. Oh, and Atomic, I missed your question. This game is made to kind of look like the 80s and 90s. Although you actually can, what part of the Lazy Newb pack, which is, there we go. The Linux Lazy Newb pack has the option for different graphics packs. So don't like it looking like ASCII bullshit on your screen? Well, change it. The default in the Lazy Newb pack is, I believe, it's something else, but I changed it back to the ASCII default because I played so much default vanilla Dwarf Fortress. Oh, supposedly I have a Jill watching. Oh god! Oh god! Oh shit! Oh shit! Invasion! A vile force of darkness has arrived! Oh god! Oh god! Everyone, get inside. Do I have a burrow set up? Mill. Do I have a burrow? I forgot how to do burrows. It's been so long. No, it's probably goblins of some sort. Okay. W. Okay, so I do have a burrow. W. Okay, yeah, so I do have a barrel. What I shall do... Squads. So I have B and C. C. K. L. Let's take a look and see what I have. Okay, so Shift A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, scroll down, I, J. Give the order. Kill! Kill! Kill them! Kill them all! So they're up here somewhere. Where the hell are they? Escape. Unit. Where are you? Oh! You fuckers, you're up here. That's where you are. Okay, this is going to be interesting. My orchard is going to be bathed in the blood of our enemies. You ready? Oh, please do work. Here they come. There's the dwarves, they're attacking. It looks like a ferocious battle. Look at all the blood painting the floor. I paused quickly. Squad BC KL just to make sure. C C E F G H I J. Okay, so this is literally it. Blood-stained floor. They will not breach our walls. And crash. Huh. Hello. Hello, Sigfault. That was interesting. Continue playing. Huh. That's neat. Okay. Let's see if I have an evil vile force of darkness arrive again. Because from here, looks like that battle crashed. Vulture and NetHack are two examples of ASCII games kinda like this. I'll put it to you this way. This is the Fortress mode of Dwarf Fortress. And there is an adventure mode, which is what Krug Smash goes in and out of. Krug Smash plays both Fortress mode and adventure mode. And adventure mode is more like Vulture and NetHack. It is more of the roguelike. Or at least the roguelike game that you'd think about when you see this on your screen. So let's see if that vile force of darkness will return. Now the thing I didn't realize when I started this level, or this embark point, is it said it had trees. It wasn't desert, it was just slightly outside of a desert. It looked really good, but it turns out it is a desert. And what's even more weird is it's a desert with a river that's frozen. And the river stays frozen most of the bloody year. It's like, what? Yeah, because right now this thing's frozen solid. But I'm really, really proud of my engineering prowess. I've never done something like this before in Dwarf Fortress. You'll notice that here you'll have there's two squares. But underneath that, there is a channel. And this channel goes and splits off. There's a grate over here. And I think there's a lock, and then there's a grate. And then this goes underneath a bridge, a drawbit bridge, mind you. And this goes into a pond pool and is consistently flowing. So my dwarves have access not to stagnant cave water, but actual fresh river water all year round. Not that they drink it, mind you, but it means if they have to go bathe, they can go and bathe in it. If they need water to make more alcohol out of, because you can't drink water. You have to drink alcohol, man. And the only way you can create alcohol is by fermenting some sort of sugary thing with water. And then I've shown this to Chi and Sorceress, but I have a Tower of Slate. Okay, cool. The Vial of Force of Darkness has arrived. Okie dokie. Announcements. Z. Okay, there they are. That will make a little bit more sense. So squads. B and C. K. List. J. I. K. H. G. I don't do alphabets backwards well. F. E. D. C. B. A. A. Okay. So, let's take this one step at a time. Dot. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwarves are already just teleported in for the attack. Next frame. Battle has begun. One's absolutely tromped on one. There are teeth flying. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting! Teeth are flying! Look at this! Wow! The goblins are now in attack mode. None of them are frenzied yet, though. But we'll see. Oh, I see blood. Is it a dwarf? Let's just unpause and see how fast this goes. This should not be a very, very long battle. Come on. And it crashed again. No, the dehumatron is some USB adapter. This is interesting. It's not letting me get through this. Maybe I should turn off Fast Dwarf. It is nice to know that I will have them it appear. So let's do. So it will just be a matter of time before the battle appears. The downside is there's like no quick save. The way you save is you save and exit. Or at least I haven't really looked into it. Oh. So Control Alt S. Ha! Score! Okay. This is absolutely hilarious. I did a Google search for a quick save. PSA, you can quick save in fort mode with Control Alt S. I just thought I would spread this info while hack is still a little unstable. If you remember to quick save often during large or complex projects, it can save you a lot of headache and a lot of lost time when the eventual crash happens. Where do I find the control button? Somewhere between CTRL and CNTROL. It's a key on elven keyboards because only elf scum would use a feature like quick save. A real dwarf saves on exit. Never! I.e., never. A real dwarf never uses the underhanded tactic like loading a save or planning ahead to avoid any bang fun bang that may befall the fortress. That's great. The Dwarf Fortress community has a really good sense of humor. A wonderful sense of humor. Uh, to give you an idea of their humor sorceress, I am going to post a link to their wiki page on fun. Click it. because it is absolutely true. This fortress will fail. It will die. It will die a horrible and miserable death. Either I will drown, all of the dwarves will go absolutely batshit insane, I'll have some titan that will come in and completely just absolutely curb stomp everything. Something will cause me to lose. The fortress will be a loss at some point. It is just a matter of the story of getting to that point. In Dwarf Fortress, losing is fun because it's the story of how you lose. It's kind of like in the current Krug Smash Honeystoker series. Right now, his fortress is going to hell. He's got vampiric dwarves that are absolutely losing their shit. They're going batshit insane right now. They're just going bonkers, and the fortress is in an absolute disarray. He has run into what is called what I forgot. Let me. It's actually listed on that Wikipedia, or that wiki page. No booze, no water, general unhappiness, a tantrum fizzle. Actually, that is really what he's having. He's going through a tantrum fizzle. So your dwarves are too busy punching each other to do any work, and the casualties are mounting, while the goblins just point and laugh. Think the final chapter of your fort saga will be a short one? Don't be so sure. Sometimes a little old-fashioned anarchy is enough to cripple a fortress, but not destroy it. With good defenses and enough supply, a well-maintained fortress can run quite a while without any player input. And when you find this out the hard way, a few in-game months of fistfights might not be entertaining enough to offset the fact that you're not actually able to do anything. If things don't calm down or explode hilariously, soon enough that abandoned fort option will look awfully tempting. Yes, tantrum spiral is the term. So when the dwarves start throwing temper tantrums, and it just leads to fights, deaths. It's one of the reasons why I don't have hammerers and one of the other nobles. I don't have every single noble in my fort, because if I have a hammerer, that means I have a sheriff. And if I have a sheriff, that means I need to have a dungeon. If I have a dungeon, that means there are going to be dwarves sent there and punished and beaten, possibly beaten to death. So, the vile force of darkness has arrived. Saving. Really, if you want to have some fun, I really strongly recommend reading the wiki page, or the Dwarf Fortress wiki. There are so many gems there. So many little quips and whatnot. So squad, let's just send out the bronze splashes. KL A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, H, I, J. Well, this is going to be a little bit boring since you're not going to see the actual battle itself. Oh. Let's go to C, K, L. Is there any of them that are not? Holy crap, that's a lot. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, cool. Goblins are... Holy crap, there's more of them. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay. Go. Go forth. Kill. Kill. Murder, murder, murder. Fend off the vile and evil invaders. And it crashed again. Interesting. I don't see any issues in the log file. Vile force of darkness has arrived. Squad B, BC, KL. Oh, wow. JI, H, F, E, D, C, B, A. Oh, forgot G. A, B, C. Kill. Unpause. Let's see if I just leave things alone, we'll let it handle it on its own. Could be an FPS death. So just take a look at the FPS up at the top there. So it is FPS death that I may be facing. Come on, squads, get going. Well, it hasn't crashed yet, which is good. Maybe I need to not have teleport on. The characters on screen? Not necessarily. Mostly you can tell the dwarves and the other ones, basically everything you can hover over and it will usually tell you in the corner what they are. So a Mark's dwarf has been killed, so I lost one. Arrows are flying. Dwarves are coming out of the fortress right now at a fervent pace. Warriors, I guess, have their equipment. They're going into battle. And crash again. Huh. Well, I guess I won't be going and finishing that particular battle. It's about time that I ended the stream, but basically to answer your question, Atomic, not really. And if you need to understand what a character is, like for example, before I leave the stream, might as well. One of the things I ended up looking for is I couldn't understand all of the trees that were in my in the realm, so I went and I took a look at the Dwarf Fortress wiki, and it explained what are trunks, what look like walls, what does a potential cap look like, and then what the various trees look like. So if you're looking at forest and whatnot, you'll be able to tell what they're supposed to be and what kind of growths you'll get out of them. Like for example, I'm technically in a desert, so I have saguaro uh, growing, so I get flowers and fruits off of them. But sadly, I don't think they can be made into a drink. Yeah, they can't. And then you've got mushrooms as well. So yeah, the Dwarf Fortress Wookiee is incredibly useful for this sort of thing. It could be the mod. I'll end up experimenting. I'll probably just send the squads to the front entry of the cave, look up how to do a burrow, or enable the burrow, enable it, have the dwarves fast travel there, and then just there's several things I could do. I could pull the drawbridge up, and if I pull the main drawbridge up, they ain't getting in. Period. They the ice is frozen, so they're not going to be able to get in via breaking down the grate and getting through via my water supply. And the only entrance into my fort topside is quite literally my drawbridge. And my drawbridge has a moat with spikes in it. So if they fall into the moat, they're going to die. Plus, the hallway leading along to my to the fort, because I've got this main entryway, this atrium, that also has a trade depot. And that's kind of that main focus area when I get into the game. So the actual 2 square path that goes down into the fortress itself, that has pretty much traps all along the route, both cage, spike, and weapon traps. So if a goblin invasion goes through, they're going to hit those and get absolutely badly slaughtered. And before they get into the main part of the fort, they have to pass by the training grounds for two of the 3 squads. So they still have to go by the warriors who are training. And those training facilities have the type of walls that you can fire arrows out of. I technically could just fill the hallway with traps and whatnot, but that just requires me making them. Let's go into fun. There's a little bit of time there. I've got 30 minutes left. Fun! Fun! Either way, losing is fun. Either way, it keeps you busy. There is no internal endpoint, no single goal, final Easter egg, or you win announcement in Dwarf Fortress. Therefore, eventually, almost every fortress will fail. The only ones that don't tend to be very conservative and very boring. Where's the fun in that? Thus, Dwarf Fortress equal losing. Therefore, Dwarf Fortress equal fun. Thus, losing equals fun. And that's okay. It's a game philosophy. So embrace it, own it, and have fun with it. So as Chi kind of said, well, this is uplifting, kind of being sarcastic there, but no, seriously, losing is fun. Once you control losing, then things become really, really interesting. And there's some interesting things that you can do as well. As you can see from here, when you lose, you can always reclaim your fortress. But realize if your fortress has fallen, there's the potential that it may have been claimed by a vile force of darkness or something else, or some other vile creature has taken hold of the abandoned fortress. Or you could go and visit it in adventure mode. If you want to look for some ways to, test yourself, you can try a mega construction or some of the challenges. This comic is very, very true. Dwarf Fortress. Obscene amount of menus. Death. A Goliath. Death. Goblins. Death. A forgotten beast of some sort. You fight it, you kill it, and you have fun. Eventually, you will have lots of fun. Next time, don't release so many clowns. That self-destruct lever was a mistake. Sometimes jumping from a tree into a river doesn't end well for your skeleton, or for you that matter. So no food is a serious danger, generally in more inhospitable climates. Is the loss of your dwarves due to starvation? As dwarves begin to starve, they will become hungry, then starving. This will cause them first to slow down all work. If I remember correctly, if they're hungry and they haven't had alcohol, their speed for work is cut in half. And then they become unhappy. When they die, their friends will become upset and will become even more unhappy, potentially causing the remainder of your fortress to break out in a terminal hissy fit. Don't forget your alternative sources of food. If your farms aren't doing the job and a trade caravan is months away, try butchering your domestic animals, gather plants, or hunt local wildlife, cooking any excess into alcohol. So with that, that's why I'd make an underground cavern, and why the bar or the tavern for the fortress that I was playing has that huge swath, but it's not floored, is because early on I was having a food issue. When I realized, oh shit, I'm in a desert and there's no fruit trees. And growing things is great, but once winter hits, I can't get water. So I have to grow things underground. Well, that only went so far because you only have so many seeds. So, what I ended up doing is, in the layers that have dirt, you'll get natural growths that you can gather. Plump heads, pigtails, etc., etc., and you can harvest those. Same thing goes with the surface. The fruits off of the cactus, I can go and gather them and harvest them. So, what's the other one? No booze. No booze is as bad, if not worse, than no alcohol, which dwarves require to be happy and productive. Some alcohol can be acquired from caravans, but not enough for an entire fort until the next caravan arrives. You must gather or farm certain plants and then brew those into a still into an empty barrel If I remember correctly, there's also a type of stone container that you can make that is an alternative to a wood barrel. Uh, it's just part of being a dwarf. Make sure to make lots of barrels. Often a shortage of barrels is just as bad as a shortage of beer. Sometimes when you can't help but take a drink, and when you think it's safe, wham! Watch out for giant water sponges. Too much water. That's actually a common one because you'll find there will be areas with aquifers. And if you break into an aquifer is an infinite supply of water. And they're underground springs. You break into one, you flood your fortress. And you either have to work around it if you don't fail, or in the case of one where I did a spiral all the way down and started digging back up and I hit an aquifer, I drowned all my dwarves. And the same thing goes with magma as well. The inability to mine, digger mortis. And yes, Atomic, if something evil and vile moves in, it's going to be a lot of cleanup. Well, it doesn't happen often. Those noble mandates can occasionally cause your fortress to come to a halt, especially if they decide to imprison a dwarf that's fairly essential to your fortress, or if for some reason they decide that a dwarf deserves a hammering. This can lead to your dwarf's death, which, as noted above, can cause a tantrum spiral. Then there's also points at which, when trying to fulfill a mandate, you run into some rather nasty problems. This could lead to any of the other problems, such as the cave and killing your miner if you're not paying attention, running into HFS, or accidentally mining out a new tunnel to the surface that, if you don't close, letting in a horde of goblins. Failure of a strange mood is another interesting one. I've had that happen. And the supernatural rogues. One of my successful dungeons ended up having a werebeast wipe out 90% of my fortress's population. Yeah, werebeasts can be quite terrifying. Kill all those effing elephants. Actually, one of the things in the save that had atomic ass in it is the capybaras teamed up with the goblins, and the goblins have declared war, and thus the capybaras come in, drink with a beer, knock over alcohol, start bar fights, get murdered, one escapes, lets the goblins know that there has been a bar fight, that the fortress is slightly into disarray, and then boom, an evil force of darkness arrives. consistently. Well, with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Probably not with Dwarf Fortress if I can't get past this particular section, but I'll find something else to do. And with that, good night.